Good afternoon, Washington State. My name is Ash Black, and it's another beautiful afternoon here in the heart of Washington, where we are beaming our beautiful brainwaves directly to you from our home here in our beloved Kitsap County at the one and only Bremerton-Kitsap Public Access Studios. This afternoon, I'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in to another episode of Afternoons with Ash. And also to remind you to hit that like and subscribe button below, or even to set a reminder to catch every one of our amazing broadcasts. Today we have a very special guest who's been making a remarkable impact in our community. He's the inspiring founder of Doc Loves the Kids, a nonprofit organization based here in Kitsap County that was established in 2013. Its mission is to provide essential services and to support at-risk youth and the less fortunate by offering everything from food and clothing to educational programs and community activities. Over the next half hour, we will explore 3 years of our friendship, discussing the trials and triumphs over Doc's last 12 years and delving into the challenges that are facing the nonprofit sector here in Kitsap County. Please join me in welcoming Julius Doc Blackwell. Doc, thank you for being on the show today.
Appreciate you having me.
Yeah.
Always.
So one of the standout events that you host is obviously Doc Loves the Kids Day. It's held every year annually on August 24th. Free backpacks, free school supplies, free food and fun activities for the whole community. How did this event come about, and what impact do you hope it's going to have on our community here in Kitsap County?
We were doing a bunch of other events for kids, and I had a friend, he passed away a few years ago, Nathan Garrier. He was like, man, you should do something with your name on it. You should do something with your name or something for the kids and we came up with this backpack event, and Nate's a guy who I always had so much respect and love for in his family, and when he passed away, I just wanted to make sure we keep doing it bigger, because he was like, man, I want to give out 5,000 backpacks. So my goal this year is 1,000, but we're going to get up to that 5,000 for Nate. And it's just something, man, like going to school when you don't have a lot, you don't always get there and have the same things that everybody else. So we just want to put everybody on the same level, and so, you know, it's a pride thing sometimes. You know, the ones who don't have the most, they still walk with their head up and still walk with their chest up. So we want to make sure we give them the haircuts, the backpacks, the school supplies, any resources their family needs, anything that we can help. Like, it's almost like never leave a man behind. You know what I'm saying? So,
could you tell me a little bit about the last year you've had? You received several accolades for your work, including the Washington State Annual African American Achievement Award. You also received the NAACP Community Service Award. I've been at probably 6 different events with you in the last 2 years, I'd say. How does it feel to be recognized for the contributions that you've been making, and what drives you to continue this important work?
I think I love being recognized for the things we're doing, but you know, I mean, that's not what it's for me. That's a good thing. It's great that people are seeing it, and that after all these years we're getting recognized. But for me, it's not having people. I don't want you to have to come back every year for this. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to build something that's sustainable and build something where they're grabbing it and they're able to elevate and do more. We have people that's around us, board members and different people who have been on both sides. They were on the sides where they need it, and then when they were able to get jobs and do better for themselves, they gave back. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for the community to get together, the unity, you know, in the community. We're looking for that, because that'll help more people. The more people who do it, the more people we help. So I'm just in it to help. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in it to help, man. That's my thing. And everyone around me, including you.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We're just in it to help. We're not looking for awards. We appreciate them, but that's not what we're looking for.
Yeah, you know, I think it's important to highlight that fact, because, you know, I've been privy to, you know, many hours, many days, many weeks of conversations with you about, you know, how can we do this? How can we take that next step with helping these folks? And, you know, the awards do come, and it's nice to have that recognition. what are you seeing as a result of that? How is the community supporting Doc Loves the Kids beyond the awards?
Right. Doc Love the Kids Day, the mayor gave us our own day, August 26th. That's the official Doc Love the Kids Day in Bremerton for forever. So that was a big thing for me because my friend Nate, he came with the idea, and just I wish he was here to see this being something that he created in his mind. Is like now we have a day forever in Kitsap County for that, and I'm just grateful for that.
Yeah.
And other than that, we have so many, like now when we do, I remember the mayor came to Doc Love Kids Day and it was like 60 people, and we felt so accomplished. And then last year was over 800 people.
Yeah.
So it's like just building this, and just like this year, I got a feeling it's gonna be over 2,000 people, and just building it and helping. That's just something just to watch for me. You know what I'm saying? Just to see it for me, it's just great. And have people come up to me like, "You're Doc, you help my cousin or you help my family." Like, this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. So awards is great. Like I said, I love them. I appreciate them. But we do it for the people in my community come up to me and say, "Hey, we help. How can you help me with this?" Or I do it for that. So that's what Doc do it for.
I think it's important, obviously we know each other well,
Yes.
and, we've done a couple episodes around Doc Loves the Kids and some of the other things that you do. But just for those who maybe haven't caught previous episodes, I'd like to give a more well-rounded vision of who Doc Blackwell is, right? And music plays a very significant role in that. Why don't you tell me about how music has affected your life and the community work through your label Lions Den 360?
Well, we've since Lions Den, I think we started like 2014, 2015, and from that point, we have probably, as far as artists in the community, rap, R&B, rock, we've probably put music out with over 30 different artists, young artists from our community. And so we actually, and then when we bring them on, we don't just say, "Hey, you can rap and you can do this." We don't make them, but we make them come to our events. We make them give back to the community. So we take these young men who might not say the best things on tape, when you record them, but we put them in situations where they have to see, help, have to give back. So all of it comes together with me is because community, you know what I'm saying? Community is everybody. And you can't go somewhere, like if you go to one of my events, you're gonna see white kids, black kids, brown kids. You're gonna see everything because that's our community. You're not gonna see one type of person. I'm not here to help one type. I'm here to help us. You know what I'm saying? And us looks like, this room right now. That's what it looks like to me. It don't just look like black or white or brown. It looks like a rainbow almost.
And you've really been expanding upon that recently. And, I think a lot of folks that have come out to your events, whether they realize or not how much you're involved in those events, I think they see that, not only are they all inclusive, but that you have a very well-rounded approach to the types of individuals that you invite. And I speak on this specifically in regard to an event that we went to recently, Briskets and Brews and Shoes. It's another annual event. We have a big barbecue. There's a cook-off. And in recent years, it was you and your partner, Chris, facing off.
Right.
But this year, we saw a very much different crowd. Why don't you tell me a little bit about
We had to do it
like?
different because a lot of my friends, a lot of people I know, I sit around, we talk. We how we sit down and talk, and we do grown people stuff, and we talk. And they have this feeling about police. They don't like police. It's all this different things. So I'm like, I've been there before, where everything was, I can't stand the police or this. But why don't we just get us all together and just sit around and cook and have some drinks and talk and figure it out. And it was crazy seeing one of my partners. He has this thing against police, but him and the police officer put together a grill together, and it was just funny just watching people work together. He don't have his uniform on. He just everybody's just people. It was just people helping people this time. So it's amazing to see. And the police officer, they stayed the whole time. So they got to see, we got everything from bikers to rockers. We got everything to rock stars. We got a bunch of people, just community, man. It was a beautiful thing to see.
Yeah, I would have to say, it was well represented. There was The Rough Riders motorcycle group was out there, and helping the community.
Brent Felix was out there.
Brent Felix was
dancing in the rain. That's
out
right.
there doing the electric slide in the rain. We had Lady Dice, who is a
national recording artist.
Recording artist. We had the Bremerton Police Department.
Yes, sir.
Blush Blue Catering came out and did a sweep.
That's
from
right.
what I understand.
That's right.
And with all that rain coming down, did it stop anybody from dancing? Tell me how that made you feel leaving that event and what it means for the future of this organization.
That event to me is more like something I would do in my back. It's like a party I would do in my backyard, invite my friends and family. You know, so to see people come out and then when the rain and they still have fun, and it just made me feel like I could be myself. This is my family. This is my friends, and they support me and they support us what we're doing. So anything that anybody asks me, that if I can do it, if it's in my realm to be able to do it, I'm gonna do it, because these people, we're cooking from 7 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So it takes a lot to be able to do that and deal with me. You know what I'm saying? So I just love seeing Bremerton, Kitsap County just come together like that, man. It's a beautiful thing, and we still got a long way. We still got a long way to go. Like, we're still down here, but we're building. So as long as we keep building, I think Kitsap County will be something great.
Speaking of Blush Blue and their sweep of your Briskets and Brews event, I noticed you brought us a little something from the event. Maybe you'd like to show it off for a moment. You can explain what happened.
I'm gonna come back around to that. I have a couple questions for you. If that's okay. Can I?
Yeah.
How did you get started doing the interviews and with the camera work and the pictures? Because a lot of people always see us together and they say, "Who is the guy Ash? Who is Ash? Who is Ash?" I want to know, I want you to give people a little bit further into why you start bringing the camera, why you start coming around and doing stuff for the community and helping out with that.
For me, I think, there was obviously a point early on in my life where I recognized that access could be created by giving access to others. That through this artistic medium, I could lift up the causes, the ideas, or the creativity of other folks. And, I guess primarily it came from, a fear that maybe I wasn't good enough to do those things on my own. Maybe that I wasn't artistic enough in other ways. But as I developed, I realized that this could be a valid form of art and expression, but also that there's an intersection there. There's an intersection between social causes and art that.
Speaking of the social causes, I've been seeing you do a lot more about, the Black community, the LGBTQ community, just a lot of different, you have been stepping out more. Is there a reason that you've been wanting to bring that more spotlight onto those situations? Is there something that touched you or that made you feel that you need to bring more spotlight onto that? 'Cause I've been seeing a lot of that from you lately.
It's life, man. I've suffered. And when I see others in pain, I want to bring attention to that. I want to take that from them. Through what I do, I give opportunity, and I see that. I see the value in it. I see the value in creating those pathways for individuals that otherwise would not shine. I think we live in a very unfair world. A lot of the conversations that we have here are lighthearted. We try to keep them light, but at the same time, I think what I'm really trying to do is to dig deep into the heart of that thing that affects us all, and to hopefully bring some justice to the world. Kitsap County is a small place. I live in a much larger world. I always have. For me to believe that I can have an impact in a small place is not a big thought for me. And, I give every moment of my day, to give back.
And that's one of the reasons, this right here is one of the reasons that make me, it draw me to you a lot. Like I call you and ask, come through, come hang out, because I know you do it from your heart. I know that. And that's why I be wanting, I love coming on here talking to you, but I want you to talk to them. I want you to, they don't know who you are.
Yeah.
But I do, you know what I'm saying? So I want that, and that's why I want to come here today. I didn't want to come talking about what I wanted to come talk about Ash, because your heart is something that these people, they don't understand. They don't understand why you do what you do, but I do. So I just want you to know that, Ash, and I respect you, and I respect what you're doing, and I'm always going to be behind you like a brother. So I just want you to know
you
that.
are my brother, Doc.
I just want you to know that. That's what.
Yeah, I've lived in Kitsap County for 10 years. I came here because of circumstances in my life that made me make a choice. I left everything I knew, everyone I loved, everything, and I decided to come make a change. But the big change the revelation I had was that it wasn't all about me anymore, So, I was very fortunate to come to a place that gave me the wisdom to fight, to stand up, to ask other people to stand up. It's the only thing that I have to give, but I'll give it gladly. And I'll give it to you, man, every day.
Appreciate you. You already know.
Yeah.
That's all. That was all my questions. I just wanted people to see your heart, who you are. That's all. Because it's easy for you to talk about me because you're watching, you see it. But it's easy for me to talk about you because I see it as well. And that's why that's why if you ever see Doc, you're gonna see Ash, and vice versa. I try to keep it that way because his heart it's called hard work, and this is what he brings to the table, is that hard work. So I appreciate you, and we appreciate you. So I just want you to know that.
Let's talk about the nonprofit sector.
Yes, sir.
Here in Kitsap County, I know there's some obstacles that exist, I hear about it.
It's a little tough, only because I'm so used to to me, my life, I got four children, all of them grown except for one. My life is there. So the nonprofit thing is part of my life too, but it doesn't control my life. And some people, they make it into a negative thing. I've never seen so many negative people in such a positive space. You know what I'm saying? The space is so positive. I'm like, man, how can we just get around that? So I just try to surround myself with people like yourself and people who I know are in it for the hard work. So it's not really much. It's not really anything I want to put a finger on, because it doesn't matter. We still gonna do the work. You know what I'm saying? We're starting this. I don't know when this is coming out. Sorry, but we're starting this new program where we're taking all the resources right to the front door to people who need them. So when you come outside your house, we'll be right there with the resources you need. So we're starting this new program next week or next month, and I'm just proud to have people around me like you. It makes my job that much easier.
What kind of help do you need right now? I mean, you've developed a pretty strong board recently.
Yes, sir.
And, it's obvious in your community engagement that, Doc Loves the Kids is becoming more than just a nonprofit. It's becoming a force here in Kitsap County. Tell me a little bit more about these people and what you're looking for in the future to help carry this message.
I want people who scuff their shoes up before. They've been walking through the dirt. I don't need you to be super clean. I need you have to be out there. You have to been out there before, or you have to go with me. Let's go out there and let's go meet the people. where they stand. Let's go meet the people where they sleep. Let's go out. If you're just talking about it from your boardroom or from your office, I really don't have much to say to you. Come with me. Let's go. Let's go out there. And so I just want people who are willing to put their boots on, tie them up, and get out there in these streets with me. That's what I'm looking for. And heart. It got to come from the heart. It can't be anything, no other reason. It's got to come from the heart. And you can't be afraid of your own people.
Yeah. Well said. Looking ahead, what are your goals for Doc Loves the Kids? Before we answer that question, I got to say you've really been branching out.
Right.
You're finding new ways to support the kids, which sounds funny, I know, but you've definitely had some new thoughts and ideas. We've seen a new line of clothing come out recently. I believe I saw a commercial with you singing. Was that a new?
I don't know how that got leaked. Some leaked that. I don't know who it was, but some leaked that.
Could you give us a little taste of the hit single?
No, but I can give you a taste of the seasoning. It's a barbecue seasoning rub from Doc Love the Kids called Crime Scene. Beef, pork, chicken, fish. It's a barbecue rub, so it's seasonal. As far as what we get, 45 days this summer. So this is what you need. If you don't have this, you're not even really barbecuing. You just burning up meat.
It's just summer's over.
You're just burning up meat. But yes, we're just trying to do all kinds of new things, and we want people to support and have fun. That's why we call our fundraiser. We spell the fun F-U-N big. We spell it fun because we want you to be able to come and support and have fun.
Yeah.
And bring your kids and have fun. So we're just trying to do things different out here.
I got one more thing that I want to bring up because it's really special to me. It's something we started doing recently. And, I'd like to draw some attention to it. I know we didn't discuss this prior, but there is a Father Shop clinic. I believe the next one's coming up here in 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. And, I can't give a specific date because I don't know when our audience will be seeing this. Right. But I definitely want them to know what it's about and to check it out if they have the opportunity. Why don't you elaborate a little bit on this Father Shop clinic and what it is exactly that we're offering and doing for the community when we're holding those?
Well, to me, I'm 47. I always like to say my age because when they get a certain age, you can say I'm 47 years old. But it's just a place where fathers can be fathers. Like you get there and I try to pick the guys between certain ages. Layers, 20, 25, 30, all the way up. So because some of the older guys can tell the younger guys, the stuff you're going through right now, it ain't gonna last forever. It's like, I remember when I was young, I had situations and I didn't know how to get past them. I didn't know how to talk. I didn't know who to talk to. I didn't know what men do, what fathers do in these situations. I didn't know because I didn't grow up with my father. So I didn't know, so I want to put a group together of men who I know are men of honor, but who've been through things before growing up. And it might not have been the best, but they fought it and they got through it. And I want, sometimes something you say might touch somebody else and give them the knowledge or the know-how how to get past this. And even you speaking just a few minutes ago, it's like somebody gonna hear this and understand that, like, you have to shine a light on some things that's negative to some people or that's frowned upon to some people. You shine a light on it, and we're all people. We're all humans. But the Father Shop is important because men don't get to speak. Men don't get to say how they feel. It's just something that's true. They don't get to say when I'm tired. They don't get to say this. They still got to get up and get to it. I have 2 daughters and 2 sons, and they can't tell you, well, Dad said he was too tired. He still got to figure it out. He still got to figure it out no matter what. So it's just a place where we can kind of let our hair down, some people, but and just be men and just talk about stuff that we're going through, and hopefully me talking about it can help you or vice versa. So it's just a Father Shop. It's something we're trying to build in Kitsap County, and just help keep men being men and fathers be strong fathers and have and be respectful and accountable, and just something we're trying to build. Just something we're trying to build on.
I think it's really important what we're doing there. Both of us young fathers at the same time, and that's still a real danger in our community. Yes. The youth need to know that there's help out there, and especially from folks who have been through it. I had my son at 15. You know, I really wish there was an option for something like that. And, you know, I can't tell you just how much I appreciate being able to be a part of this Father Shop and be able to offer that. If you're watching at home and it's something that you might be interested in, I would strongly suggest checking it out. Doc, I want to thank you, as always, for being on the show today. Sure. We'll be looking forward to your episode next year. So hopefully you'll be bringing us something hot.
I got you.
All right, my friend.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank you so much. To everyone watching at home, thank you for being part of our journey. The power of community is immeasurable, and it's through collaboration and shared purpose that we achieve greatness. Doc and I have spent the last 3 years building, growing, and learning. And as we look ahead to the next 10 years, I invite each one of you to join us in our mission. Together, we can create a brighter future, one that reflects the strength and resilience and unity of Kitsap County. And remember, the conversation doesn't end here. Stay inspired, stay connected, get involved with local nonprofits that are making a difference in your community. Organizations like Doc Loves the Kids, the Westtown Wildlife Shelter, and the Roxy Theater all play a crucial role in our community's well-being. Your support and participation can help amplify their impact. Thank you for tuning in to Afternoons with Ash. Stay inspired, stay connected, and remember, we're building a powerful community together.